Welcome back, Dungeoneers. It's Sunday afternoon, and that can only mean one thing. It's time to play Dungeons and Dragons. You're watching Dice and Dungeons, and I'm here at the table with...
I'm David Wong. I play Nines and Tabaxi Bard, and he's run out of ideas.
I'm Nicole Bates. I play Sorian Sul, the Changeling Druid, who has ideas but won't share them.
Oh.
I'm Greg. I'm playing Ulseth Ralph, a Furbog fighter, and you would think that I would have no ideas, but I do.
Ooh. And what about you?
I'm Alexis Bates, your trusty dungeon mistress, who you make me share my ideas all the time.
And you know what's a great idea? Going to our Patreon at patreon.com/diceanddungeons. It's the best way to support the show. And there's a variety of tiers there that you can check out with a bunch of rewards, including seeing our behind-the-scenes improv recordings, behind-the-scenes DM notes from our DM, who's forced to share her ideas. And
there's not much happening back there.
No.
A variety of other things. So check it out at
What other things?
patreon.com/diceanddungeons.
Is there like this new segment that we do?
Yeah, there is.
Is it a segment where we talk about our sponsor?
Yes.
Oh, we should talk about the sponsor.
Yeah, why don't you talk about the sponsor?
Our sponsor, who pays me for the smoothest transitions ever, is Geekified.
Where are they located?
Vinton, Iowa.
What do they sell?
Tabletop gaming related things.
How do they sell it?
In store mostly, but sometimes online through live auctions.
Where could they find these live actions?
You could find out when they happen by going to their Facebook page, which is found at facebook.com/Geekified Vinton.
That's so interesting.
That's
It
amazing.
Can you tell us
all those
more?
questions really well.
They're very nice people.
Great. Wonderful to
And
hear.
friendly.
Yes.
And what
Yeah.
else should we support?
Your local gaming stores.
Can I
Okay.
roll now?
Yeah.
With that, Dungeoneers, let's roll. Last week on Dice and Dungeons, Midnight Brunch, in a move as brash as it was unexpected by the DM, used a Costerian flash grenade to disorient an unexpecting foe and completely ruin the battle I made up.
Tell me how you really feel.
This foe was, of course, the Forge, which was supposed to be really cool. They did so using, like I said, a Costerian flash grenade. How apropos. They then exploded medical-grade cleaning solvents and fled into the night after setting his house on fire.
We did it.
Technically, that was Sonara.
Yeah, we didn't do that one.
They made their escape to Hulwin's home, hoping that no one would follow, where they now have a sentry of Honkert. You'll probably get to see more of him if for some reason you're just tuning in for the first time on this episode. Flying around above, honking at regular intervals. See, he's a goose.
He's a magical one.
A magical goose-a-cocra. And we resume our story with the party continuing to identify the magical objects they retrieved from the Forge's sort of quasi-home / secret lair. That's where we're at. Now, when you left off, you had asked me to identify the horn. If
I
remember
believe so,
correctly.
yeah. We had done the thermal stones and the rope.
Okay.
And apparently the walking stick, which has a honker in it.
Well, I haven't looked at that closely yet.
Oh, okay.
I am pulling that up. I said it would take a week, but it takes just a couple seconds to pull this up.
You lied?
Yeah, I
Why
did.
would you lie to us?
Because it was a great way to transition to the end of the episode. That's pretty much it.
Wow.
Okay, so the horn, if I remember when we left off, you were just taking time sitting there studying these things to identify them using your spellcasting knowledge.
Yeah, and Arcana.
Your Arcana
I'm
and
trained
everything.
in whatnot.
Okay, so the horn, you've not seen an item like this before.
I haven't
But
seen
it's
an item like this.
Operation is, thank you, fairly straightforward.
I got that
Its
either.
operation's pretty straightforward.
How does it work?
You can speak an action.
Run.
You can use an action to speak the horn's command word, and then
Flame on.
blow into the horn, which emits a thunderous blast in a 30-foot cone that is audible as much as 600 feet away.
How many is that in meters?
It's a little less than 300 meters. Or sorry, 200 meters.
200 meters. 196 or something.
Each creature in the cone must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, they take 5d6 thunder damage, and they're deafened for 1 minute
Holy cow.
or 10 rounds.
That's a
And that
big ol'.
includes your friendly creatures too, right?
Anything in it.
Yes,
Yeah.
each
So
creature.
You gotta be really careful which way you're.
On a successful save, the creature takes half that damage and isn't deafened. Creatures and objects made of glass or crystal have disadvantage on the saving throw and take 10 d6 thunder damage instead of 5.
We run into any
I
crystalline
don't think
entities.
I've made you guys fight any sort of glass or crystal
No,
creatures.
let's do that now.
And each use of the horn's magic has a 20% chance of causing the horn to explode.
Nice.
The explosion deals 10d6 fire damage
What?
To
to the blower
Oh God.
and destroys the horn. So really,
There's a 1
this
out of
is
5 chance of just killing
Exploding.
yourself.
yes.
Nines, I found the perfect thing for you.
Why? What is it?
It's a horn that blows you
Oh,
up.
hornet! I love it! I take the
Anyone
horn.
who's wondering, this is a horn of blasting, and it's one of those. Hey, this is really powerful
Except when
and
works.
and deadly to the user.
That's the best kind.
That's why the code word is flame on.
Flame off! Flame off!
Should you ever use this?
Should I ever
Should. when you use this.
Should you ever use it, the way that'll work is you're gonna roll a d20, okay?
Right.
And 1, 2, 3, and 4
It exploded.
Open a window!
will make it explode. Then we'll calculate damage.
there aren't that many D6s in the universe.
If it explodes in my hand, if something's next to me, they also explode. Or is it just...
Directionally right into your mouth.
I mean, it just says 10d6 fire damage to the blowers, so it's sort of like explodes, but just where you are. It's not
Like
thunder.
your-
It's just like it's just you.
It's your 5-foot square, because
Yeah.
all D&D characters like to have at least 5 feet between each other.
D&D
personal space.
has a respectful distance between everyone at
Everything.
all times.
Olseth
Everyone
always
and
follows
everything.
at a respectful distance.
Always.
Okay, well. Wow, you Voronines.
What?
That's quite a horn you have.
That's great, Thor. I should try it out right now.
Out- outside.
Oh, I know. Let me turn my back to you to see if you can attune my cloak by blowing up.
Let's not do that. Then I put it in my bag.
What should I work on? What should we ID next? We got
The bag spits it out.
2 headpieces, 2 necklaces.
I wonder if I can make the bag
2
play.
wands.
Let's just do the 2 necklaces
All right, well, I'll work on the necklaces.
in the
Wait
order.
a second. Wait.
If
Now,
we do
I-
them in the order I wrote them down, I can remember.
I'm sure what you guys are doing is important, but Nines just had an idea. So, can I take my bag and take my saxophone and put the bag's mouth opening around the saxophone and then play the saxophone?
Or let the bag play the
Yeah, make the bag play it. I'm not putting it into the.
That would be like a bagpipe.
Yeah,
So,
it does things. It can clearly force air out. Can I use it to play instruments?
maybe.
Can I roll for it?
Sure.
Like a D100 or a D20?
Pick
Or
a die. Just pick a
D12.
die,
D12.
and
No
then
one
tell me
uses
what the
D12.
result
Never uses a
is.
D12.
Knives has no other reason to use a D12, so. I got a 10. A perfect 10 out of 12.
10 out of 12.
Okay. What instrument are you trying to make the bag play?
Saxophone.
The saxophone.
The saxophone? You can't play the saxophone.
Nice.
Yeah. I can't do that.
I hasn't learned it.
We'll work on that. That's what I'll spend the rest of my nights doing. Teaching my bag how to play.
I work on the necklaces.
Okay. Let me pull up their description here.
Also, take off your armor and give me that walking stick, and I'll work on.
That was my walking
I'm
stick.
just gonna see how it works.
It makes bird appear.
Yeah, but like it might have some secret.
This is why birds suddenly appear.
Oh,
Over there.
I take the walking stick
Oh,
I'm
I
just
fall
worried.
over because now I can't walk properly.
on the
Thought we were
couch.
doing the necklaces.
I know, but I'm getting the pile together.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Does it just work on the? Do you just roll per pile or?
Yeah,
Yeah. Just roll per pile. Absolutely.
it's a measurement standard.
Okay. So
Dungeoneers roll for pile.
the first one is something that you've seen some items similar to this. It's basically just like a good health amulet. The item, for anyone who's wondering, is the parapet of health.
What does that do?
You
The parapet of health makes you immune to contracting any disease while you wear this pendant. And if you're already infected with one, the effects of the disease are suppressed while you wear the pendant. So it doesn't cure you. It just suppresses the
suppresses the
effects of the
symptoms.
disease.
Like it
So like a
reduces
crystal
your,
in real life.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It reduces your fever, but you still got the flu.
Yeah, so be a little careful with this because I like to allow the rules to play out how they're written a lot of the time, and it suppresses the symptoms. It doesn't cure you. So if you're to use it while you're diseased, like the disease still is going on,
but
you just feel better.
you can't contract any new ones.
Completely.
So who wants to wear this?
Who wants the disease pendant?
Helen?
Oh, yeah, give it to Hohen.
Owen?
Okay.
Or I'll take it.
I mean, whatever you guys want.
I'll wear it.
Okay.
I don't have a necklace, I don't know.
You don't have the bling?
Okay.
It doesn't take attunement, so why not?
And the other necklace?
Okay. As you're doing this, I believe you guys basically just like ran home
Yeah.
right? And you've been figuring this out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
we ran away bravely. We
Yeah, we
bravely
had-
ran away.
We had quiche with Soloth.
Okay, so
It was
as
good
you
quiche.
handle the amulet, you grab the amulet. It is a adorable little porcelain cat figure.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Any relation?
No, it's just an adorable little cat, tortoise shell, right?
It's just very adorable.
So it's like not just a cat
What?
head, it's like a whole cat.
It's a whole cat body,
All right.
And it's just hanging off this chain. It's just a very nice looking necklace, and you can tell it is imbued with conjuration magics.
Is this the other necklace or the...
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the other necklace. The periaptive health is just
an item, yeah.
it's just it's a necklace. It's got a little gem on it. You know.
Yeah.
It's imbued with magics. Nothing too special about it. This one, little cat, little porcelain cat.
I haven't
They're
finished
cute.
IDing it, but
And-
it has a cat on it. Here
And
you go.
as you start examining it, it glows for a moment, and then a cat pops into the plane, just like into your room. Just a little like portal opens, and a cat hops through.
You'll be all full of items that make things pop out. You have a knife that
It
makes,
is, for
makes
anyone who's wondering,
potatoes
a normal adult cat.
and a
You got a cat.
staff that makes a bird and amulet that makes a cat. Do you have anything else that makes things pop out?
I can't speak with animals.
Okay, sure, you do that.
Does it talk to us?
Hey, little buddy.
Hi.
Where'd you come from?
I think nowhere.
They came from nowhere.
So
Yeah,
is-
I think I was nothing before, and then I was here.
Yeah?
So is this like a real cat or?
I don't know,
a
pet it.
evolution?
Yeah, we all pet the
Oh, I
cat.
pet
We
the
all
cat.
just
Pet the
we
cat.
all surround it and just start petting it.
Starts purring and sort of, you know.
You want quiche?
I don't know. What's quiche?
This.
Egg pie.
We start force feeding it. egg
No.
pie.
It takes a couple licks. No. I don't like that. No. Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Did
What do you
need
do?
something?
No?
Cat. I'm a cat.
What do cats do?
Do you cats speak with animals?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Burn spells. We both. You do
I just
burn spells.
sort of assume that if you start talking to an animal,
Nines is also like, wants to.
yeah.
Just burn spells to us. There's not any evil guy trying to very upset with us for any reason.
No, why would that be?
So,
If anything, we're saving money because now his property value is less. He pays less in taxes.
so is this just a
It
necklace
would
of
be
cat
important to
summoning?
explain that to him when the time comes.
You're not entirely sure what like the mechanics here are, but it seems like it maybe creates a cat.
Oh. You have a cat created.
Does anyone like put it on?
Sure, I put it on. Why not?
Okay.
It has my face on it.
Are you a calico?
It is. You are now
A
wearing
badger
this
face
amulet.
cat?
Yeah.
The cat goes up to you and just starts like doing the cat thing of like rubbing its face on you. Right?
Why are you doing that?
I don't know.
Well, I start doing
Keeps
that to
doing it.
Olsef. So now there's just like a
I back up.
I have a badger rubbing against my leg.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Does it feel good?
No.
I'm not asking you.
I mean,
Your feelings are irrelevant to this.
you didn't realize that your face was a little itchy. So yeah, it's like, oh yeah, okay, great, this is nice.
Oh, does his like boots have like that nice
Yeah, it's a nicely
face rubbing material?
textured
Yes,
material.
it's got that famous face rubbing material on
Yeah.
it. which-
It's
Remarden famously had
Yeah.
cats, and she liked to have some nice.
It turns out Romarden's actually just a brand of like scratch toys.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got
The Beast is just the biggest one they sell.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, so am I. And I start eating the quiche. Is it still good?
Food.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Food, please.
I pull out my knife.
I'm also thirsty.
I pull out my endless mead generator that also does water.
Yes. We've established that.
I pull out a bowl. I'm sure we have bowls around here. It's
Just
someone's
turn
house.
the sink on and let them.
Okay, we turn the sink on, and I put my firkin of infinite mead out of the way.
Okay.
Just
And-
leave the sink running.
Yeah, we leave the sink running.
We'll put a
and
stopper in it.
We put a stopper in there. We
And just
make a couple fish with my knife and just throw it in there.
And then we'll lock the cat in that room.
Yeah, and then we'll shut the door and leave.
Owen, is that okay?
No! No, it's not okay.
Fine.
My parents are very allergic to cats.
That's the problem.
oh,
Yes.
what
and
about when the
also,
sink overflows and floods
like
the house?
it's probably well that too.
They're allergic to that.
Yes, they're very allergic to their house being ruined.
Oh,
Fine. We just do like a little stream, like a little constant
Why
stream,
not?
and we'll still put fish in the sink
yeah.
because that's a responsible thing to do.
And then the cat can do
Just,
that.
yeah, just it's a little buffet of fish.
Yeah.
Unrefrigerated fish.
Yeah. Cat's favorite.
Yeah, cats love it.
Sure.
What's your name, Cat?
Don't have one.
Oh,
That's a weird name.
Yeah,
What's a good cat?
don't have one. That is a lot like a captain's name.
You mean Commodore?
Well, when it was the captain, when they were the captain, they had no name.
What was the captain's name that we got that is wrong?
It was long and I don't
It's long,
remember.
and it's way back here. in
She's
my
like
book.
clawing at the meat and like pulling it up and eating it from her claws.
So, does that necklace do anything other than make a
Can
cat?
I make another cat?
Well,
Well, I try to make a second cat appear.
nothing happens.
I try to make a third cat appear.
Nothing happens.
I try to make a cougar appear.
Nothing happens.
I think about coughing up a hairball. Because I can't
Okay.
do that anymore. Does the cat do that?
No.
While Nines is doing this,
Can I?
I'm working on.
Seth walks backward to the fireplace in the fire, wearing the cloak. To
Okay.
how close can I get to the fire
I mean,
before
As close as you want.
as close as I want before I feel before the heat is unbearable.
Is this when the health inspector walks in? Like we
it-
just
it
have
does-
fish just like sitting in the sink,
Being
and
happy.
Olsef backing into a fire.
Why is the health inspector
Flammable.
going to a house?
I don't know the
So-
rules of this town. Maybe they.
Why are you worried? You worry about the weirdest things.
As you back into a fire.
I'm not backing into a fire. I'm backing up to the fire.
And then into it.
it
Well, it
feels.
depends. If I
Okay,
get into
so-
it without feeling the heat, then I know that the cloak is attuned, or more attuned than it was before.
No, it does. It feels like it's just sort of blocking the heat, like a piece of clothing would.
What it needs.
It's not catching on fire, no matter how close you get to it, but it doesn't seem to be abating the heat in any special way.
No. Oh.
Maybe it's one of those special, like, it's a non-intuitive attunement. You have to get it cold. So stick it in the fridge and just stand there with it attached to you.
There's
Yeah,
a
let's we
fridge.
take the trays out of the
Yeah,
fridge.
it's full of eggs.
Just push them out of the way.
Okay. Well, being confused, one of the things about which Ulseth is confused is how to attune this cloak. So, yeah, is there something really cold around? Is there ice in the kitchen?
Can my knife make ice? Ice knife? Can you just throw ice knives at him?
All of that, no. Just no, all of that, absolutely not.
Oh, none of those ideas worked. You
So-
were Nines.
While that's happening, I'm working on the wands, the two wands.
Okay. We're We're getting back on.
I mean,
back on
they're wandering
path.
around setting themselves on fire and feeding cats, but
Ulseth, you don't find anything like super cold, but there's certainly ice available.
Okay. I put the cloak underneath me and sit on the ice.
It feels cold under your butt.
And then I go back to the fire to see if I did counterintuitive attunement.
You're the reason why game developers put yellow paint everywhere.
No, nothing changes.
Oh, okay. You who are Zarya?
What?
That did
I'm
not
working.
seem to be effective.
Have you looked for a tag?
Like next to the
Okay.
how to
Like a-
clean instructions.
yeah,
That's
how to attune.
While Zarya is doing that, looking, checking out the wands, I take off the cloak of fire immunity, and I look for any kind of
instructional
writing,
tab.
any kind of writing, and the other thing I do is I hold it up to the fire.
To see if there's like a
See if there's
Mordor
any-
language
any,
written
like,
in it.
Exactly. To see if there's any kind of hidden messages on it.
Nope.
None of the above.
Not even cleaning instructions.
There's no cleaning instructions.
You should have asked the storekeep how to attune.
That would have been smart.
Yeah, that would have been.
I'm sure there's a magic shop here somewhere in town.
Not the one who made it, though. Also,
Okay.
we're wanted for like a lot of crime.
Oh yeah.
Name
Yeah.
2 crimes you committed since we got to this.
Blowing up a building.
Is that a crime?
Criminal mischief.
Is it a crime to blow up a building in this town?
Yes.
Is there a
do
book
you
of
know?
law somewhere in this house? Do they casually
That's what
just
you should do. Go look for a book of
What
law.
are these wands all about that I'm trying to identify with all this chaos swirling around?
Please tell me one of them is a wand of fireball, because we have some experiments to run.
Hey, one is a wand of magic detection.
Ooh, detect magic on the cloak.
It's got 3 charges. You can expend a charge to cast detect magic. It regains 1d3 charges each day at dawn.
I'll take it.
Very simple, very straightforward
Sure.
wand. The other is another very simple, straightforward wand.
Fireball, 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 fireball.
No, it is a wand of pyrotechnics.
Ooh.
It has 7 charges, and while holding it, you can expend 1 charge, as well as use an action, to create a harmless burst of multicolored light at a point you can see up to 60 feet away. The burst of light is accompanied by a crackling noise that can be heard as much as 300 feet away. The light is as bright as a torch flame, but lasts only a second.
Does it recharge with every day?
Yes,
At
it
dawn.
regains 1d6 plus 1 charges daily at dawn. If you expend the wand's last charge, roll a d20, and on a 1, it erupts into a harmless pyrotechnic display and is destroyed.
Who wants the flash wand?
Oh, I want the flash one.
Okay, here you go.
How come it's never dusk?
That will go really well with my plus 11 stealth.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'll
You
be
know,
our master flasher, Olsef.
That's a good question. Why don't some magic items restore each day at dusk?
Yeah, really.
That's a good question.
I don't know.
Maybe they're
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make some magic items that have some charges that recharge at dusk each day, just to
They like
be contrarian.
anti-magic items.
night wizards.
Night wizards.
Yeah. They're like regular wizards that just aren't on
They're
fire.
like night veterinarians, but
Night
wizards.
We're the night vets.
It's not a dumb plan if it works.
Where the night doctors going to sleep.
This is
We don't
where
ever
I'm
do anything
picturing in comics, when they make a reference to something that happened in a previous issue, they have a little box at the bottom that'll say like see issue number this of this comic series.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna have
if
that
you
on
want to
our
understand
stream.
that joke, see episodes 51 through 53.
Yeah. So
You should just watch the whole catalog. Why not? You have time.
Yeah. Episodes 1 through 110 something.
What else?
tankard.
The tankard. Okay, let me pull that up.
I'm glad we took all the stuff before we exploded that entire floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
The tankard. I don't know quite how you figure this out, but you do because
gotta move
that's
the
how magic
narrative.
works in this world. You know?
I inspect the runes and see
Yeah.
what the intention of the crafter was.
Yeah. The tankard. It's got a big T carved into it on one side,
Tea
For time to
tankard.
drink.
and on the other side, it just has like a no, like a circle with like a diagonal
Cross
line
out,
through it,
yeah.
just like a cancel sign. Just no, none of that. On the other side, carved into this, right? And you can tell that when you drink any alcoholic beverage from this, you will not get drunk from it.
Who wants the no drunk cup?
Definitely
No
not
one
mine.
raised their.
Fine, I'll put it in my bag. What's it called?
It is called a tankard of sobriety.
All right, cool.
The Forge had kept very weird items.
I'm a little surprised none of you jumped back onto the tea. joke.
Teetotaler.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
And you told everybody. So
I just
now we all
expected
know.
everyone to like make a comment about, oh, I get the tea now. Okay.
But it's a no tea. So it's a tea noodler. Because there's
Yeah.
a no on the other side.
Yeah.
Noodler, yeah.
It's a noodler.
Tea noodler. That was very good, Zoria.
Yeah.
That was clever, sort
I'm
of.
identifying the cape next.
Okay, the cape. This one is really easy for you to ID because there's already one of these in the group.
It's a cape of fire immunity.
No,
It's a cape of...
There's so many of them because there's a fire sale
Shelter.
on them.
it is a cape of the Montebank.
I like nines. Is
Can I just like sew them together and get 2 charges?
No.
No, that's not how it works.
Why not? It's just wearing 2 cloaks. You can wear 2 hats.
We're going to give it...
No, you can't. You
Ulseth has a cape, and we're giving it to Holwyn because we always need to, like, teleport out of stuff. Mm-hmm. And you can teleport one person. I can teleport myself. And you have a cape already.
Yeah. And it would be dumb to be wearing another cape on a
Here you go, Holwyn.
Oh, you are a Holwyn. You might be able to get out of things now.
It's an escape cloak.
This is the best day of my life.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh, it's 10,000 gold. No, just kidding.
Does this one like respawn or recharge at dusk? The opposite of my cloak.
For
Just to make it-
for simplicity's sake, no. I don't want to handle that feature. I don't want to do that.
I will now ID the headwear pieces.
Okay, I'm adding this to Holwyn's inventory before I forget. Because that would be one of those things I just forget to do.
And then we can get a 10-minute
There we go.
argument about where it went.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, what was the next thing you're redeeming?
The 2 headpieces. Headwears.
All right.
I don't know what they look like. They could be a helmet, a hat, whatever.
Okay. The first is a simple wreath woven of what looks to be some very long, supple branches and autumn leaves.
That looks very true.
It crinkles a little bit as you handle it.
Is this the Fey item I
Yes.
noticed? Okay.
Cool. I take it.
What does it do?
I don't know.
Why did you take it then? Maybe
Because it's Fey
something.
magic.
I want it.
No.
I want it now.
No.
I'll trade you a cat.
No. Fine. Give me your cat necklace. And I'll think
fuck.
about giving it.
Okay then.
I haven't even named this thing, and I love it.
Isn't
Sorry.
it locked in the kitchen with some fish in a sink that's going to overflow?
This item, you can tell, requires attunement.
Uh-huh.
You don't know quite what. But you do understand some of the functions of this item. While you wear it, you feel your mind able to reach out and influence others. You understand that you're able to exert your will over other people and capture their attention. You can't make them like do something per se, but you can make them pay attention to you. When attempting to influence someone with an illusion or enchantment spell, the target of that spell rolls at disadvantage to save.
That's good.
Additionally, this crown will allow you to cast Dream once per day, recharging at dawn,
Not dusk.
not dusk.
Yep, what's the name of the item?
Crown of Lesser Nines.
It is the Crown of Fey Majesty.
So, you
Fine,
are
you can
Azoria.
have that.
Thank you.
What does the thing do?
It lets me do face stuff.
What were you doing before then?
Oh, it lets me do it better. It lets me take over people's brains better.
Hey, I can do that too.
You can. You cast Persuasion. Do that now.
I do persuasion. I cast suggestion.
Oh,
The other headpiece is a favorite of D&D players everywhere. They're straightforward, fairly potent. It is a helm of telepathy. While
sounds
wearing
nasty.
the helm, you can use an action to cast the Detect Thoughts spell. It has a DC of 13 to save. That's just a set DC. Common with magic items to operate that way. As long as you maintain concentration on the spell, you can use a bonus action to send a telepathic message to a creature you are focused on, and it can reply using a bonus action to do so while your focus on it continues. That is telepathically so silent. I want to make a distinction between the little squawk rocks that you guys got, which operate more like walkie-talkies, whereas this is silent.
over.
Okay?
This is a text message.
While focusing on a creature with Detect Thoughts, you can use an action to cast the Suggestion spell. Again, DC 13.
That is not Persuasion, it is Suggestion. I learned that.
Once used, the Suggestion property can't be used again until the next dawn.
Dusk. Dang.
I gotta make my own items.
I know.
I gotta make my own items.
Who wants-
These are already here.
I just
They
take it out of
operate.
your hand
But
and I
you-
put it on my head.
Aren't you wearing
You're
a
already in
hat?
It's not a magic hat.
But, like, you put
So
it
when
over
you-
the top of the hat, or do you take
Oh.
the hat off and put it on top of the helm?
Like the what kind of hat is this?
It's a pink Panama. with
This is,
purple
it's a
headband.
helm.
Is a helm?
Yes, it is a
So
helm.
I can put the helm on
And then
Put
the
your
hat
hat
on
put the
top.
hat on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
You are in effect putting a hat on a hat. This is something you don't do in comedy. So, it's very clear now we're not a comedy show.
There's nothing funny about us. No.
There's nothing
Not
funny.
like that,
We're a
no.
drama because dramas will put a hat on a hat. That's what I think. That's the definition of a soap opera.
What if you put a hat on a cat?
Well, I mean,
And you'd have a cat in a hat in a hat.
Well, I mean, we could try that, but
Look,
He's
great.
bad.
Sure.
I look great.
Yes,
I'm
that-
dapper as hell.
That hat looks really good on your helm.
Can we put magnets on it so it just stays on the helm a bit better?
Sure, why not?
I like your twisty vine hat.
Thanks. It's not visible right now.
I can't see.
Oh wait, I have a helm of.
I probably can't wear this
comprehend languages.
comprehend language hat
Why
at the same time.
why can't you wear the
can't.
wreath on the helm?
Because it's 2 magic items.
What do they do? Like interact and blow up?
You can put a mundane object on top of it. Like you can do
Like a
what
pink
Nines
hat.
did.
But I can't
It's
use
stupid.
2 magic hats at the same time.
And you can also put like one magic item on top of another magic
Also,
item.
That's
But,
what you'd be doing.
Nines, aren't
but
you
you
wearing
can't
that?
use both of them.
Aren't you wearing that helmet from the Fervent Guard that Ulseth was wearing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wearing 3 hats right now.
Owen, do you have a hat?
So which one is it gonna be? Because you can try to stack them and look like an idiot. That's your prerogative.
Do you have a hat, Owen?
I don't believe Holwyn.
Here's
Owen
a
could use that.
Comprehend language hat you can use for making managerial.
Holwyn does not
deals.
have a hat.
Do you want my comprehend language hat?
Do you have to attune to that?
No.
Not that.
You should probably just keep that, and then we can move the
Okay.
the helmet.
Can I
Which
can
one?
I take your comprehend language hat and just
Your
what does it do? Take it.
Your
oh, I-
helm is part of your armor of Remarden.
But I can take an action to switch, can't I? Or if
Well,
I
just-
take my armor of Remarden off, does it like do something to the armor?
We'll just put
I
it
mean,
in
you
my
haven't
bag.
taken it off, so you don't know.
We'll just put it in my bag, and if we need it,
Then we can
we'll pull
use
it out.
That
I know
makes
I
sense.
had the hat, but I guess I didn't equip the hat.
Oh, okay.
So you get to choose your
Because
hats.
I think I only had it for a little bit because you got a new hat, and then you got your hand-me-down, and now Hillwyn gets my hand-me-down.
It's a fervent,
There's a lot of
it's
hats
the
going
fervent, the
around.
fervent helm gives you 1 to AC,
Yeah,
which is
yeah. I don't think I ever equipped it because I don't have it in my inventory. Because I think we were kind of exploding the building
Yeah, at the
during the whole
time.
time.
yeah, you're just carrying it down.
So, are you giving the combat helm to Holwyn?
Yes,
Okay. Then
they have the combat helm.
they're going to have that.
And you're taking the
And
helm of
equip.
telepathy.
Yes, and I will take the helm of telepathy, so I can get into everyone's head.
Cool. Okay, I think that's sorted. That was a bit of a hat trick.
Okay. Do you want to attempt to discern what the attunement process is for his cloak? Meaning Ulseth's cloak.
I'd like to attempt to discern the attunement process for the cloak, my hat, and Nines' new hat.
Well, there's some other items. Yeah.
I know,
But
Oh,
we have
okay.
to do just one thing at a time.
Okay.
Okay, first, your helm is a fairly simple thing to figure out, since it's kind of talking to you a little bit as you wear it.
That's fine.
You simply have to sleep with it on.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Cool.
It's like headphones where it's not really healthy for you to do that.
Okay.
It's fine.
Like,
The next thing,
it's gonna give you tinnitus. Just
I want you to roll an Arcana check for Ulseth's cloak to see if you can
Guidance.
discern this.
Do you have any inspiration for me?
that's a great question.
Yeah, I don't. Did you use it all?
No. Well,
Yeah, Arcana,
Yeah.
29.
Okay. It's a fairly good check.
but not good enough.
30 was required.
Yeah, you had a 39. Dang. Because I'm a douche. No, the cloak. You don't know the exact mechanics, but you have discerned the phrase "forged in the flames" might be more literal with this cloak.
I'll sit in that fire.
You do it.
I'll just keep healing you.
We push him into the fire.
Could I just put the cloak in the fire?
No.
It is very common knowledge within like the world that if you're going to attune to something, you need to be like
It's like a trap.
in contact with it.
Quite literally a trial by fire.
Yeah. We shove Ulseth in the fire.
Yeah.
I am in the fire.
Okay,
It's
you
a big
mostly
fire.
just like bump up against the chimney because it's a fireplace. It's not a giant open like.
Well,
pit.
that's why
It's a
we ball him up
mansion.
into a little ball.
If Ulseth wants to sit in the fire, he can do so.
Ooh, can
But
you
it's
shrink
going
him down?
to like.
Not right
I'm not
now.
gonna make him sit in the fire, but
We're making it.
but you do understand that the wearer needs to be taking
Fire damage.
substantial fire damage.
You have to take a lot of fire damage.
That would be harmful. I would not
When-
want to be burned.
But wouldn't you like to do it in a controlled environment where you have someone who can heal you on hand rather than being burned by a dragon in the field?
Yes.
No one start firing fire arrows at him.
All right, we're gonna light up a bonfire in the middle of your house.
I'm-
Nolan.
I just,
No, no bonfires in the middle of my house.
Why not?
How about
I'm
on
not
the
gonna
edge of
shoot
your
him with
house?
fire arrows. I'm not gonna shoot a bow in my house. You can sit in the fire though.
Sit in the fire.
I
Yes, in
just
the
back up really, 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 really close to the fire.
I'll have healing spells ready to go.
Okay, so if the cloak goes around under my,
Tush.
tush and legs and back of my legs, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I sit in the fire.
Okay.
This is really great.
Everyone watch.
You.
Yeah, we all just watch.
Yeah, I know you're gonna watch. I promised I would heal you, but I was just kidding. I'm wearing my
Okay.
Fae crown,
We
and that's
put
what
the-
happens when I do Fae things.
Do we put the little ash guard around Ulseth in case
Yeah.
it sparks?
you
Yeah,
can
we
if
do
you
that.
want to.
I start eating from my big bowl of boiled eggs.
Okay.
Hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah.
Ulseth, I believe I have your HP right at 96 as your total pool of HP.
Yes.
Okay. I don't believe that you've taken any damage because you haven't had a long rest since you were.
Right, and we bravely
And then-
ran away and didn't get into a
You
fight.
bravely ran away.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Successfully escaped
you sit your butt down on the fire, right?
with my cloak between me and the fire.
Okay. You take 6 fire
117.
damage.
Oh. Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you stay in the fire?
Oh yeah.
And we start chanting.
You take
Oh, Seth. Oh,
3
Seth.
more
I go off
damage.
to make a sandwich. No, just kidding.
Do you stay in the fire?
Yes.
Another 3 damage.
Yes.
Keep staying. 2 damage.
Fire's getting weaker.
Am I feeling
6 damage.
Am I feeling less fire?
No, hasn't changed.
I cast Cure Wounds.
5 damage.
You heal 11.
You heal 11. 4 damage. I'm just gonna keep rolling. You tell me when to stop, okay?
I bet I need to be almost dead for it to be a 2.
Oh, should I wait on healing?
4 damage. 4 damage.
Can you tell me if whenever
So,
I
how's your day going?
4 more damage.
It's not so hot.
3.
Is also
5.
in the burn zone?
how many?
5.
5.
Oh, I see. Okay, so just so you know, I am also keeping track of your HP over here.
He wants to keep track too.
I have 38 damage net so far.
3. 2, 5,
So you suggestion to get him to get out of the
4.
fire?
No.
Will you tell me if I
2.
feel anything different?
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you if you feel anything other than just being burned.
Okay.
This is
3.
normal D&D behavior.
Yeah.
You're just sitting in a fire. It is consuming you.
Yeah.
the fire getting bigger?
Your skin is definitely like blistering. Like this is you're taking a lot of fire damage here.
Yeah, it's not.
Are you
it's
loud
not-
about it, or are you just like taking it?
I can't
I'm-
believe he believed me when I just.
I'm choosing not to graphically narrate this. You took another 4 damage.
Self-inflicted, yeah. It's pretty
What
much.
the-
2 damage.
What are you cooking tonight? Do
Yep.
we need boiled water?
5.
No.
Well, we should probably get a
6.
pot of water ready anyway.
6.
And I fill some water.
6.
And
Okay, stop.
Olsep, can you hold this?
Okay, you're feeling toasty.
I'm up to. I'm down to 16 health.
We'll wait till you go unconscious and then I'll revive you.
Yeah, we'll pull you out. Probably.
Yeah, you're toasty.
Am I detecting that the fire invulnerability is being invulnerable yet?
No, not yet. You feel pretty crappy. You're feeling.
You are
you're feeling pretty
Azoria. What do you think, that
crappy.
I need to be dead from the fire?
Just unconscious, maybe.
Oh, this sounds like I've been that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Maybe I'll have a fever dream.
Do you sit back down in the fire? Because you got up. You told me to stop rolling.
Well, I,
What?
So,
On
so you're
fire.
sitting there.
You
You're
gotta
just
commit.
like a smoking
oh yeah, let's
husk,
just
like you're blistered. Like again, I'm trying to avoid the gruesome descriptions here.
let's
of
just
horror.
become totally immolated.
Oh, okay, so you just want to stand there as long as it takes for you to black out.
Yes.
Okay,
Smoke inhalation hasn't done that.
you do that. It doesn't take that much longer.
No.
It's
Like 5 more rolls.
very, very, very painful until it suddenly isn't.
Hey, because you're dead.
I was making a sandwich. What's happening?
I'm unconscious. I'm now unconscious and smoking, and
We pull out a well done Olsef.
And as you basically can no longer take the pain, as there's nothing left to endure at that point, and
No, I
you've
passed out.
basically just given up. Your body is shutting down, accepting its fate. The cloak like throws you out of the fire
oh,
onto the ground,
You idiot.
and it magically restores all of the health that you'd lost, restoring you to perfect health.
Wow.
I get to save a spell slot.
Okay, now I put the cloak on and back up to the fire again.
You feel the warmth, but no matter how close you get, it feels only pleasantly warm.
Stick your foot in it. Well, if it'll make you immune.
Oh,
Dylan, fire some fire arrows at him.
so I put my foot up to it.
You would describe it as like,
A hot foot?
I don't know, it's sort of like stepping into a hot tub. Feels nice.
Hold
I mean,
your-
without the water.
Oh, this fire is very pleasant.
Hold your sword wrong and tell it to flame on.
Hold my sword wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hold it like a club.
Yeah, like with hold the blade.
Hold the blade and go
until-
flame on.
Yeah, see if it works for magical fire.
You must be wearing your.
No, I'm not. I'm wearing it.
Thinking cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She hasn't attuned to it, and thus has no
Okay,
power from it yet.
sure. Why not? What could possibly go wrong? I
Okay.
grab the blade of my
I'm
flame
assuming
tongue sword.
carefully.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to
Just
cut
grip
myself.
into it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
We're just trying to
I'm
burn
holding
ourselves
it. I'm
here.
holding it like this, with the flat of the blade.
Yep.
And I go flame on.
It feels, you know, kind of like one of those hand warmer things
Oh.
that you put in
Oh,
your
look.
gloves. You know,
It's not burning my hands. Look. It's not burning.
that's what it
That's
feels
dangerous, also.
Oh, flame off.
See? Did I steer you wrong? And you
No.
don't even have any of those flame burning scars anymore.
No, that was really. You seem to enjoy trying to kill me.
I didn't try to kill you.
You did that yourself. We're proud of you.
Although that would have been pretty useful if you did get hit with a dragon blast to heal up to full health in the moment.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
But now you're just immune to it.
Yeah.
Now you can just walk into the dragon, like crawl inside of it and just cut it from the inside.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Can you we should test this on lava.
For the record here, because I've now added the item to your inventory and equipped it and tuned it, so it does show up.
On our program.
Well, I mean, we use D&T Beyond,
Yeah.
you know. So I put that in there. It's equipped and attuned, so you could fully see this. The cloak is designed to attune the moment that the wearer takes fire damage that would make them go unconscious.
Well, I did that.
It could be one damage,
It could be quite unpleasant.
or it could have been like a lot more.
So we could have just punched you down to 1 hit point and then rolled you into the fireplace.
But so it's phrased: the wearer must take enough fire damage to go unconscious. The cloak will then bond with the wearer, returning them to full health immediately, and then providing the protection from fire afterward. It explicitly says this can happen in combat.
So that would have been a cool thing, though.
Just to be wearing that and to be hit with a fireball.
But now you're just immune to fire.
And that would have just. Yeah.
I kind of tried to set you up so you might have had like a really cool moment, but
We're very careful as a group.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is why we just
Don't-
tell our friends to just stand in fire for.
We don't take risks at all.
No, never. And we always have a plan.
So I'm gonna do this drinks globe.
okay.
Yeah.
This is quite a large drinks globe. Now, if anyone is wondering,
It has matching glasses.
it does have matching glasses. If anyone's wondering what a drinks globe is, I think I've went over this before in like the last episode. There exists a fairly popular and interesting piece of furniture called a drinks globe. It is a globe, you know, the globe of the Earth, that can both spin and is hinged so that you can open it up, and inside you store liquor. It can't do.
You can store other things too, right?
No, just liquor.
I mean, you can
it
store.
rejects it.
You can store other things too.
Glasses.
Oh, like
But
your bag.
It's
Yeah,
got little
just set it out.
glasses,
A shaker.
a space for a bottle, sometimes a space for a shaker.
what
Usually
about-
you can store some ice in there.
Soft
It's just
drinks?
what?
Soft drink.
No, only liquor and liquor.
Fruit
Only liquor.
juices. Oh, okay.
Surprisingly,
Old
drink-
fruit juice.
You can go
Yeah,
and look
spoiled
these
fruit
things up. They're kind of interesting. They're mostly just a fun little piece of furniture. They're not a good functional globe by any stretch of the imagination,
Or a functional bar.
but
They all still talk about the Ottoman Empire, so
so that's what it is. It's a globe that opens up, and inside there are drinks. That's what a drinks globe is.
So are the glasses like in the shape of the different continents or oceans or something?
Oh yeah.
No, they're just very nice crystal glasses.
How accurate is this map to the world we're in?
is it actually
As-
a map of the Earth?
As far as you are aware, it is,
1 to 1.
a pretty accurate representation.
That might be one of the more useful items we have.
Is Anrissa marked on it? I look for it.
No.
I draw a dot where I think it is.
Okay. I mean, you ballpark it.
Well, it's a ball
You're
pen.
you're not a cartographer, so it's a little outside your
Are there any
expertise.
drinks in the drink globe?
There is what smells like a fine bottle of scotch inside.
Nice.
Just
It-
one bottle.
It's opened, but about half full, so not bad.
By
I have some.
Tabaxify, does it say there
Probably
be cats
cost a
here?
couple gold.
Yeah, I'll have some.
Wait.
I need that
Wait.
after what I've just been
I'd
through.
search through this.
You open up the
Wait.
the liquor poured out.
Before you do any of that, I want to search for any traces of like forge hair, if he's been using this, because
Do you think he accidentally got his hair cut in the mechanism?
he
Just
got
like,
his.
Okay, sure. You
like
know
he
what?
was closing it and he's just like, his
You-
hair gets caught.
You make an investigation check. and let's see what happens.
I like that you touch your own hair to give guidance.
I rolled a nat 1, but I got a 1 on my guidance for a total of 5.
You don't find anything. You search what you believe very well.
I broke the bottle.
That was very fine scotch.
We think.
Ulseth, you pour it out and you enjoy a very nice glass of scotch.
Except there's a hair in it.
Hey, give me that. Why is it so long?
Turns out the forge just had one long hair. just wrapped it around.
And it got in the glass.
Yes, absolutely.
That's why he's bald now.
So, Soria, you do manage to figure out the spellcraft that's on
Oh
this,
yeah, what's
right?
it do? That's magic.
It is magic. I wanted to explain what a drinks globe was, and then it went other places. So
Was the scotch magical? Only in the metaphor.
It makes
only
you
in the metaphorical
vulnerable to
sense, yes.
fire.
it is magically delicious is what
Yes.
it is. It's magically delicious.
Yeah, it's kind of
This
like some cereals.
It's definitely better than the cereal. This large drinks globe is able to listen in to any conversation around it. By placing your ear to the included drink shaker, you can hear any conversation occurring within 60 feet of the drinks globe. You are able
It's a
to
spy
understand
device.
speech without knowing the language of the speaker, and you can hear it regardless of the volume that it's spoken at.
So is this a function of the shaker or of the globe? So if
It's
like
60
a-
feet from the globe is its range for, this is a drinks globe of eavesdropping.
So you set it in a room with diplomats. You take the shaker elsewhere, and you listen in.
So
to
what
the
if-
And you can
diplomatic
listen
secrets.
at any distance from the drinks globe.
So what if you put the globe in Zoria's bag of holding and I hold the no.
You'd
It's
hear my
in-
bag.
Yeah, the bag is like little pocket dimension.
Yeah, I don't think it crosses dimensions, probably.
Okay. So it's the
Yeah.
conversation in the distance of the
Yeah, I mean,
globe.
you could, if there were like multiple people inside the bag.
Well, how many times?
You'd-
What's the odds of
you'd be
that
able to
happening
hear
a
it.
third or fourth time?
Yeah. But remember, there's only enough oxygen in there for 10 minutes for one person.
So
I-
just a 5-minute conversation is what we can listen
I hold
to.
the shaker up
Yeah.
to the drinks globe and go, "Hello," and see if I can get it to reverberate itself.
No.
Oh.
No, it won't do that.
Yeah, this is
So who
probably
wants
not
it?
Yeah, it's not something I can just stick in my backpack very easily.
No, but, you might be able to, I don't know, fit it inside a fucking tent.
Oh yeah. shove it in. I need
Like-
to start making room. I shove the golem fist out into Holan's house.
You have a tent filled with junk,
But no longer.
including a giant radioactive crystal.
A harp.
Oh,
full-size harp.
full-size
Radioactive crystal
harp.
is very, very carefully confined in the chains.
Well, yes. The problem is the chains aren't like
No, the chains.
put on anything.
No,
at
the
this
chains we attach to the golem fist actually.
And that's
Yeah,
where the
we do.
golem fist is
point.
active.
And you just shoved the golem fist out.
No, I don't shove it out. I can't shove it out by myself.
Anyway,
Try
So
rolling
your
for it.
your tent, which I gave to you, is like this will be a fun little adventure thing, and you're absolutely abusing it.
Yes.
yeah.
It's really lumpy when I set it up.
That globe could be really useful.
When you start carrying it around now, it doesn't sit quite so evenly on your back.
So
So do I have the 15 class 1 fervent crystals?
I think I just shoved them in the bag when we were running. Do you want them?
Yeah, I'm gonna take
Here you go.
those. You never know when you.
They're like little AA batteries, right?
Yeah.
Was
But
there
I
anything
might
else
know
that you
how
wanted
use
to
them.
look at?
Yes, I am now identifying the magic of the walking stick.
Okay. It seems as though this walking stick was imbued with an incredibly potent illusory magic. But why don't you roll an Arcana check? So you understand the basic mechanics of this.
Guidance. Do you have any more inspiration?
You just want all of my inspiration.
Yes.
And I do have
All
it,
of
yes.
the inspiration.
This is my last one. Are you sure you want
Oh,
to use
no,
that as
we'll
last
save
one?
it. We'll save it. Arcana.
How long does this
Yeah.
all take? I guess I could just rest.
25.
I mean, this is going on. This is kind of happening in real time right now.
Oh, so it's been about an hour.
Been about an hour.
Yeah.
So
That's like a short rest.
Yeah. So we walk out
I
of
mean,
short
sure.
rest.
I'll allow you to have a short rest.
Yeah. Mine, I don't know what happened. You know, I got like.
how long were you on fire?
I was being burned to a crisp. That wasn't very restful.
That was probably like a minute or two.
Yeah, I mean that wasn't restful. So you
But
didn't
on-
get a short rest.
But on either.
but
Yeah.
but he's apparently unfazed by watching you burn alive.
I was eating
so,
hard-boiled eggs.
So he's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Hard-boiled
I'll
sausage.
wait another hour without burning myself.
That's fine.
So I rolled a 25 Arcana.
Okay. You think that this is essentially a perfect copy of Honkert Featherquill's consciousness.
A copy. It's not his literal consciousness.
No, you're pretty sure because it doesn't feel like
A soul.
a soul is trapped. Like that's a different
necromantic.
type of magic. That's a very different type of magic. This seems like this is a copy of a bard that, as he's told you, was long ago, and has likely since passed. And this is just a perfect copy of his personhood.
Oh, I cannot wait to find his corpse because we are absolutely going to cast Speak with Dead on it.
In your investigations, you find that there's been some modifications made to this item.
What is
Does
that?
that mean modification?
You're not 100% sure what they do,
Are there like switches
But-
on there?
but there's it looks like some sort of band with runes on it, and you think it's inhibiting some magic in this.
Oh, well, I take that on.
Okay, make another Arcana check.
Can I have inspiration on this?
Sure.
I'm making your stick better. It's inhibiting magic. So inspired guidance.
Ding, ding.
A dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you can take it off.
Alright.
It's not that hard to undo.
That guidance or inspiration helped a lot. Yeah, I take it off.
Okay.
Keep it.
Is the magic on the ring gone, or is it still?
Yeah, the magic on that
Okay.
ring is gone. That shatters when you... Yeah, because you had to break the enchantment, which means, like, breaking that magic.
Right.
So that magic's dissolved. You feel a bit more magic return to the staff.
stick.
Yes, sorry. Stick, not
Do we,
staff.
do we still hear this honking?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, that means
Honker's
everything's
still
okay.
going.
All right, I made it better.
What'd you do?
I got rid of that magic ring that was inhibiting its power.
What power?
I don't know. Ask
Honkers! I don't know. I whacked the stick on the ground? Does
Just
that
yell.
summon him?
You call for Honkard.
Honker, to me!
And you hear him kind of fly down
through the house.
and then
Get stuck into the wall.
and like flies straight through because solid objects mean nothing to him.
Okay.
So he just like flies down and goes, "Well, hello.
Do you feel stronger?
I don't know.
Pick up that book.
Let me think about that for I don't know, say 15 minutes or so."
That's like how long a break would take.
Did you break something?
We're gonna take a break while Honkert ponders that question. We'll be right back.
And we all sit there in silence.
Welcome back, everyone. When we left off, Honkert was contemplating whether he felt more powerful.
For 15 minutes, and we all
For
watched.
15 minutes.
Was he just going, ah?
And
No,
now we're going to find out the results of that. No, I feel pretty normal. Yeah, feel pretty normal.
I removed this inhibitor ring from your cane.
You did? That's great, I think.
What's it do?
I don't know.
Can you just, like... How far away could you go away from the stick?
A good distance.
We'll go further than that. See what happens.
Yeah. A gooder distance.
Yeah.
Or even a goodest distance.
I'll try. Yes, I'll try. Let's go. Yes.
Do we look out the window or something?
He walks off.
Through the wall?
Yeah.
Sure.
Was it a wall with a window?
No, it's incorporeal.
No, you didn't tell which direction to walk, so you just picked a direction.
Wow, we
and
probably
so
should have. Should we go outside?
No.
No, we're trying to see if this is a gooder distance.
I feel like we need to... We're not doing the observe part of that. We're just sitting in a living room, which smells like cooked Olsef right now.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Yes, you're right.
Good news, everyone.
Yeah?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Were you able to go further than you normally could? Were you keeping track?
I went to the distance I normally could, and then I
Came back.
I checked to see if I could still do that, and I can.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Here's your stick back.
Yeah. Your goose can
We
go
solved
farther
the
now.
mystery. No, a goose can go the same distance at least.
Go that distance.
Yes.
Go 10 feet further.
I'll try that. It's a novel idea. Huh?
Go towards the... he's already...
Yeah, he's already gone.
I don't think he's very smart.
What do you mean? He's just an illusion.
Well, since it smells like Olsef in here, what do you guys want to have for dinner?
No. Maybe some
Not eggs.
shrimp,
I want something slow cooked.
slow cooked shrimp. That's the thing, right? Did you run back?
Or do you pop back?
What happened?
That's new
What's new?
and terrifying, maybe, or good. I'm not sure.
What?
I can't go further than I could before. Found that out. But I'm back here.
So you
poofed
can just
back?
teleport back now?
I don't think so. I think the illusion ends and I'm returned. But I was able to make myself appear.
Oh, you couldn't do that before?
Wait, did I need to activate you before?
I think you did actually.
Yes.
So now
This
I can't...
is
I tried to
is this
turn...
new or is this old?
Are you self-actualizing?
I don't remember.
I tried to deactivate Honkert.
It's been
I try really hard.
It's been a while. I think I used to be able to just appear at will.
Your will.
Yes.
So now he's
Not just
free.
need-
a will, my will.
Oh,
I think I can do that again. Yes.
you have a
Can I talk
will?
to you in this other room?
Whatever
Sure.
you did, it's fantastic. I'm so much happier.
See,
Oh, this
You
is
ruined our happiness by making him happy.
things should be free.
He's not free. He's still stuck to this.
I am still stuck here.
Oh, I did
I-
determine you are not your soul trapped in the gem.
I did think about that for a long time, and I came to the conclusion that I was likely. I existed. I came to that conclusion. Yes.
You were a bard, and then when you had your stick incident, you are a copy of that bard.
That would make sense.
Which means your corpse is still floating around out there somewhere.
Yes, that would make sense that I am a copy. Yes. I've always thought that
And
there was a
now-
little bit of fading on my back feathers.
And now you have the freedom to appear and disappear at will.
Good thing you are not Will.
Isn't that wonderful? I'm overjoyed right now. I am free to appear and
Disappear.
disappear within a range of that stick.
Yeah.
And what's his range of stick?
Give or take 200 or 300 feet or yards. I'm not sure. I'm bad at distance.
Maybe the two of you could work it out by averaging your
I sort of
inability to tell.
I put my heel to toe and step, and sometimes that is 200 or more.
So did someone put this ring
Sometimes
on?
less, but mostly more, and usually closer to 300. So, yes, that many.
Do you ever step on your toe with your heel and fall over?
Well,
Yes.
Slippers.
Yes, sometimes.
So someone put that binding ring on the stick so you couldn't freely appear and disappear.
Is that what happened?
I think so.
Why would someone do that?
I don't know.
I don't
Why
know
would someone take it off?
You said to take it off.
I don't remember saying that.
I said, hey, there's a ring inhibiting the magic of your stick.
I thought that would make it stronger.
It
not,
did.
Was it not the right kind of stronger?
What do you mean? You don't like Honker?
Hi.
He's fine.
I'm happy to be here.
I'm just glad we have a charismatic bard now.
Would you like a song?
I quit the campaign. Knives burns his character sheet and fades off into the wind.
So I'm going to examine the armor of Rimarden now. Well, they deal with that.
Okay, what are you attempting to...
If he's a charismatic
Figure.
bard, can he cast Bardic Inspiration?
No. No, he can't.
So
He is an illusion. He has no more, like, abilities than an illusion. Like, you can't make an illusion loaded with spell slots.
Can we go on a side quest and make him a real boy bird?
He was.
And
No,
is.
he wasn't. He's a copy.
Well, the original was.
Well, I don't want the original. I just want a better copy. Kind of like when you like copy a use a copy machine and it comes out better than the original. I want that.
I feel like this is a wish spell territory.
Yes. Where's a deck of many things?
No.
So,
Just to the deck of many things.
I am...
If you want to go down a Honkert side quest on your campaign, that's your choice. It'll lead where it leads.
I'm working on the armor to see how to activate it. I think you said there was some damage to it.
Yeah.
There's a crack across the chest.
Yeah, so I'm
And about
examining.
17 different kinds of magic.
I'm examining the crack to see like what's wrong with it. What's wrong with the armor?
Well,
There's a crack in it for one.
how helpful and succinct.
You who are nines,
What?
go play with Honker, please.
It's not playing. It's called. Oh, actually, it is playing.
Yeah.
Music.
Oh, the two of you could play together somewhere else.
We walk off somewhere else.
Okay.
I don't know.
To the
Is there-
kitchen.
No. Well,
Oh yes,
we did eat.
let's go practice a duet.
There's two doors to the room, and one of them says else, and the other one says somewhere else.
Kat, do you know any songs? I had to cast. I have to recast. Speak
No,
of
you
Animal
don't.
'cause it's been past 15 minutes, so. Wait, he can talk to me.
Oh, that's the
You
necklace.
called, and she's responding.
Oh.
That's the power of the necklace.
What did you want me to do?
Do you know music? Are you also a bard?
Oh no, I don't know anything about music.
Why don't you become a bard? It's easy. I can do it.
Well, that's nice. I am gonna go take a nap.
Great
Can you-
idea.
can
We
you-
all take a nap.
Can you feed me later?
I just fed you.
Yeah, but Like, I ate a little bit and then left most of it.
Threw up.
Why don't you just eat the last parts that you left?
I already ate that.
You didn't eat all of it.
But I already ate that.
Wait, we're gonna take a nap. We'll eat the baked tuna. We'll throw it in the microwave, and then we'll go.
Okay. Sure.
If we go off to take a nap.
I'm gonna go throw up.
Great, do it in his bed. We'll all do it.
A badger hairball. Why are we surrounded by all these annoying animals and illusions?
Nines is in our party.
At least the party's much larger now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a cat.
We have a cat. We have a honkert.
Yeah, we were constantly lacking a cat.
We even have a Owen.
Hey, how many of you are related to this guy? Yo! Can't believe it. Surrounded by assholes.
So I'm inspecting the armor to see what it needs to be repaired. Just like magically. I guess.
I'm not gonna make you roll for this.
Okay. I don't.
You have no idea.
No one knows anything else.
I want to point this out to players. I strongly believe in if players have no chance of figuring something out, don't make them roll, because that just sets up an expectation they just needed better dice. And no, what's going on here is that the magics bound up in this are, one, very old, two, very complex, and three, forged by techniques you've never seen. This is just you may as well be looking at an alien object from a totally different planet and a totally different species that you've never even heard of. It's just that unique. What you can tell is that it is in some way bonded with another object.
Another object or an entity?
Another object. That this is...
The armor is bonded with another object.
And that's why.
It's part of the armor, or another object like somewhere else?
Another object somewhere else. As you're focusing your magics on this, trying to understand what put this together, one feeling keeps coming up, that it's there's like a partner to it. Not a missing piece, not some long lost artifact of it, but like the closest you could describe it as like an old friend. Something is connected to this, and
That might be what we need to repair it.
yeah, that's the best you can come up with.
Well, I got nothing. We should ask Giltaro about it, since they are the one who made it. Here you go.
Well, what kind of... This has a whole mix of magics on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, whole bunch.
Like just about every kind of magic there is, it's got on it.
It doesn't have necromantic magic on there.
Well,
We can change that.
It has illusory, abjuration,
Divination?
enchantment, divination, conjuration,
Evocation?
no evocation. A little bit of divine magic,
Transmutation?
but and transmutation, yes, but the divine magic is a little different. It feels like It was almost an afterthought. Maybe added later. It doesn't... You see these etchings. They don't look like runes that you would mark today. They're different. It's like an old way of writing magic. And something about the divine runes. It feels like they don't fit with the rest of it. Not like they don't belong, but like maybe they were added later.
Do I have any sense of how old this is? Not me.
As old as
you.
for Martin.
Well, yeah.
Well, if you believe it to be Remarden's armor,
Which we do.
then you can surmise that it would have been made for her in her life rather than posthumously. So many thousands of years old.
And only like a few hundred years old.
So you need another object to repair it.
Another object that is similarly magicked.
Maybe? I don't know. But
Is there any like calling or tug or pointing or directional
No.
sort of thing about where this other
I
object
don't
could
think
be?
so. No.
No.
No, there's
Nothing.
no attraction to something else.
Magic magnet? No.
Hey, are you guys talking about needing to know how a legendary item is working or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I just know how to do that now.
What can you do?
What are you talking
I
about?
got a spell, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
What? Wait. You have
Because we
a
leveled
spell?
up that one time.
Well, when we were blackout drunk?
Yeah. I was wondering what these 4 ivory strips were for.
they are not piano keys?
No, I don't think so.
They might be piano keys, actually.
They might be.
That's a net 20. I'll allow it. Sure. You got 4
Piano keys.
four piano keys from your bender. There's 4 piano keys in your pocket.
A piano is going to sound very
That is a
weird
very
now.
expensive piano because they're worth 50 gold pieces each.
Yeah.
That makes sense, though. There's very expensive
They're
pianos out
very
there.
expensive pianos.
Oh, come back into this room then, because I'm tired of shouting.
It smells like barf in there.
Yeah, I know, because we threw up on Ulza's bed.
Honker. Did they really throw up on the bed?
Yes. Yes, that's
When you come out of that room, close the door, please.
Wait, am I coming to you then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you
Oh
would
my
you like me to clean it up?
Can you?
No. But would you like me to?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, it's good to feel wanted.
Being tired of shouting between rooms. Go back in.
That's not true.
I'm willing to keep shouting.
You
would-
can keep shouting while we're
Nines would never get tired of shouting
Okay, that's-
between rooms.
Nine's
Well, the
shouts
armor's in
within
the other room.
So what do
So
we
I'm-
have to do? Throw this in the fire? Just...
I mean, we can try it, but I don't think that'll work.
Oh, okay.
So I will set up my 4 piano keys.
All right.
Do you know which ones they are?
They're all white keys.
Well,
So,
yeah,
Because
but
they're iron.
Probably just stole all the C keys. Just middle C.
is
Just
it like a chord?
middle C.
You stole middle C from 4 different pianos.
Yes, that's why it costs so much. It's the most valuable key. Ask any pianist.
And that's how you price out keys. It gets more valuable the more frequently it's hit.
Yeah. The C key is the most expensive one. No one gives a shit about F sharp.
Nope.
No.
Yes, and we'll go with that one. So,
So you're doing magic?
yes, we're going to do magic. So, we also have 10 minutes to cast this spell, so I
Oh.
think someone should turn a radio on, because I assume there's like a news program.
What's a radio?
I'll start
We have
cooking.
radio in this world.
I'm gonna cook this big tuna you left in the kitchen.
We have radio, right?
I mean,
There's some sort of magical radio.
Fervent.
Like,
sure.
there's
Yeah, why not?
there's
Sure.
a big
A fervent
entertainment
soundmaker thing.
industry, and that has global stars. They should have radios.
I think we have established in some cases that, yeah, the voice plays on the radio or something, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's we hadn't really been over this, but I'm thinking, yeah.
And it's a musician's house. They would have a
you
radio.
get that.
All right. So
Is there
you
a
turn
news
it-
program?
Yeah, the voice channel.
No, we're not gonna.
The not voice
I throw a
channel.
walking stick at the. No, I don't. I don't want to break my stick.
No.
I can break it a radio. That's fine. It's not mine.
I start cooking the giant tuna that Nine's left in the kitchen while
Okay.
they do their magic.
Sure.
All right, and it says I need to use 250 gold pieces of incense. How does that make sense?
Well, you buy one stick of incense per copper.
That's the going rate. Yes.
But Holland said we can't have a bonfire in his house.
So, I'm gonna say, because I've looked at the spell, I thought you might use it today, so I looked it up, and it does say that one of the material components is 250 gold pieces worth of incense. Incense at 1 copper a piece. That is an insane amount of incense, and is precisely, for the record, entirely too much incense.
Even at a gold, like, per box, which is like $300.
Yeah.
Even if it's magically prepared incense.
Like that's just a ludicrous amount of incense. So I'm gonna say, for the purposes of this campaign, this spell, right? You have to have incense. There's no gold requirement about it. You do need some sort of focusing elements. The game rules say 4 strips of ivory,
Piano.
Which we stole from a
valued
piano.
at 50 gold apiece.
That's why we grabbed the C.
I bet we could
Which-
charge the piano owners even more than 50 gold.
Then we'd only need 2.
Which again, I know ivory can be expensive, but at the rate of 50 gold a piece, and gold is roughly $300 per gold piece, is what people have figured. That would be a little slip of ivory worth $15,000.
Maybe a wizard takes like a year of work to magically prepare each strip.
That's the best I could figure, but it doesn't say anything. So I'm just going to say, for the purpose of this spell, because some of these component materials in these spells are just bizarre, but this one, you need 4 focusing pieces, since you've established that you've got 4 piano keys that you stole.
Yes.
Can
And
you
I'm
give
allowing
us,
that.
Give us a middle C.
You just need to turn off the alarm and to burn some incense.
Okay.
So we're going to ignore the material component monetary cost requirements on that.
Tuna's done. That was the cooking alarm.
Why did we set it in this room?
So there you go. You have that. And you are casting Legend Lore?
Yes, we will cast Legend Lore, my new spell.
Why don't you describe the spell to ear watchers so they understand what exactly it does? This is a rather uncommon spell to use.
I name or describe a person, place, or object, and the spell will bring to my mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. It might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or secret lore that is never been widely known. And if the thing is named that isn't legendary of importance, I gain no information. So I'm hoping this is important.
You can't legend lore yourself.
I could.
You could.
And
Legendary important.
You would,
And I could
you would find out all the things about yourself you know.
there's a reason why a lot of self-important wizards don't get this spell.
It's an ego. He hurts their ego.
It's an ego thing. They keep casting it, and in their mind, they keep hearing, "You're
You're great.
really
It's fine.
good. Yeah, you're
doing
a
okay.
Wizard.
You're doing so good. You're doing
Like
amazing.
this legendary wizard casts legend
it's almost
lore
like
so
looking-
many times
it's
he
like
died.
looking into a mirror and asking it, if they're the greatest in the land or not. And the mirror keeps telling them until they're not, and then they go kill the person.
The mirror just doesn't say anything. It's just like
Silent treatment.
yeah, silent treatment.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't
Are you the
fair.
greatest in the world? Yeah. Yeah, you are. You're the greatest in the world. That's what it is.
I keep
all right.
hearing it in my head.
Pump up exercise done. Let's go. So, you cast Legend Lore. Are you just kind of doing this on your own? You
Can I
gathering
bring
people around?
people in on
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, you can.
I assume Ulthus already watching.
Yeah.
I assume you're wearing the armor.
No,
I'm
we
just
do.
like
Yeah, I'm wearing
just
the armor.
uncomfortably close, just like feeling every part. I don't
this
have
is-
to touch anything for this spell, but
you
it
will.
helps.
You're at a disrespectful distance, right? You're closing in on my
You're just
personal
like-
space.
The rigors of the spell don't say anything about only you witness this or what. It gives some leeway here.
As the spell finishes, I'll wheel in the tuna to help one.
The tuna has wheels.
Well, it's a full-size tuna, right?
It does
Yeah,
say
sure.
to-
Let's make it a full-size tuna.
and
It's
all
like
I-
8 feet long.
All I had to work with was tuna and eggs, so I gutted the tuna, filled it with scrambled eggs, and baked it. So that's what we got. I wheel it in
Oh my
tuna
god.
How
has
do you
wheels?
wheel it in?
on a cart.
Where'd you find a
The
cart?
kitchen
basement.
cart? You pulled the cart up from the basement?
Yeah, didn't you hear me?
Did you clean it?
No, I was busy.
The tuna? Yeah, I emptied all the guts out.
What about the cart?
It looked clean enough.
I want to
I
eat the
wiped it
part
down
that's
with a
not touching the
cloth.
cart.
Was it a wet cloth?
No, it was a wet cart though.
Not when I started.
So I wheel in the tuna so we can eat while the spell happens.
Sounds so disgusting.
But hey,
Yes, I share my mind theater with the party.
I will say that you're allowed to share it with whomever you wish in your kind of immediate vicinity. Okay?
Does that include sentient illusions?
Typically, no. But Honkert's kind of special.
Really?
and Honkert can partake in your vision.
We get his commentary now. And
You
the
can-
cat's commentary.
you can legend lore the original honker eventually to see if he's actually famous.
He's not. Is there a squirrel that wants to join in? Why not? Is there like a squirrel just like peeking
about
in?
that
It's
cat?
like, hey, nice armor.
What about that cat?
The cat's sure. Cat's joined in. We took our nap. We threw up on Ulseth's bed. We have time now. So
Schedule's clear.
yeah,
A whole night ahead of us.
yeah.
I cleared the rest of my day, got the essentials done. Now that's free time.
You know, like when you wake up Saturday, like you have a list of things you need to do for the
And-
weekend, and
and
you
then
just
don't
clear
do
them
them.
out. No,
You clear it out.
You
by
just
not
throw the
doing it.
list away.
Yeah, you throw the list and you throw up on it.
And
All right.
Why are you throwing up all
So
the time?
let's have our shared
just-
delusion about the armor.
Because we're eating raw tuna, and now we're eating cooked
I
tuna
cooked-
that's stuffed with scrambled eggs.
So let's have your shared delusion.
Like, yeah, it's not a delusion if it's real.
Okay.
Show it to us.
are we ready?
What are we
Yeah,
doing here?
we're ready.
I blast my party with knowledge. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We get a headache?
Nines sets out in what's for him, uncharacteristically, very orderly circle with Ulseth kind of at the center, only because you're wearing the armor.
It takes 10 minutes to take it on and off, so, you know.
Yeah. So you set the circle up around him. You begin strumming and focusing your thoughts on the armor. The incense that you've lit, the smoke begins to manifest around, swirling, encompassing the armor, which also happens to include Ulseth.
It's getting rid of the burning smell anyway.
Just introducing a new burning smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like spraying Febreze over a dead
Gentle-
mouse.
Oh, I was gonna say
You're a
raging
dead mouse.
waterfall.
Oh, good. Yeah. I've been dead before, but never as a mouse.
You haven't
You
been dead yet.
only unconscious.
That's right. There's a difference. It's like,
As the smoke begins to swirl, the room darkens.
No one, stop turning the lights
The
off.
smoke fills ever further until you can no longer see each other. Nor can you see anything of yourself at a certain point. Your consciousness leaves your body. And you're transported to another place. Perhaps another time. You see an image slowly growing clearer and louder. It's of two elves, male and female, shouting at each other. None of you understands what they're saying.
You took your
And-
helmet off.
As you get closer and the image becomes clearer, the words suddenly start to become comprehensible. You don't know how. You don't know the meaning of any of the things that they're saying, but somehow the intent is imparted into your mind. The screaming seems to be over how to become strong. The woman, in her fervent arguments, says, "Strength is made by bonds. It's made by joining together. You don't become a tree without creating all of this bonded wooden sinew. You don't make armor without folding the metal onto itself with other elements added in. You don't make a wall from a single rock. It takes many. Why would you think that you can become strong just by being on your own? This isn't what we stand for." The man, looking barely contained in his rage, shoots back. "I don't care about being a wall. I don't care about being a tree. A wall can be felled, a tree can be cut. None of these things can withstand a force greater than themselves. That is how you are strong, by being the strongest force. Able to singly end the existence of anything that stands in your way. Only then will no one bother to disturb you, to harm you, to raise arms against you. Bonding with others is nothing but weakness. I can't condone what we're doing here anymore. You've brought in a whole army of people that need nothing but coddling." The woman shoots back. "I don't even know who you are anymore. You used to understand. You used to see why we needed allies, why we needed each other. The only thing that we need is the three of us, and I thought you understood that. We did need the three of us. But the three of us aren't here anymore. I don't know where my friend Tashir went, but he's not you. At that moment, a third elf enters the room. Oh, good. You guys are fighting again? Do you ever do anything other than fight? Do you ever stop screaming at each other? You would think that you two are enemies, not friends. You know, I helped you build this. I helped you put this together because I thought that maybe you would be able to finally see what makes the other person great from each of you. But both of you have grown ignorant of the other's character. Both of you have egos larger than your own bodies. I can't do anything anymore. I don't know what to I don't know what to say. I can't believe it's even come to this point. What are the recruits gonna say? You don't think they can hear you in here screaming at each other every day? I'm out there trying to teach them, trying to shape them into something better, able to support each other. I'm locked. Swords ready. Hands outstretched. But you two in here. You're ruining everything that we started out trying to do. I'll tell you this. I'm done trying to fix this. I'm done. I'm not doing anything more. You two need to figure this out, because I can't fix it any longer. We've been together for 300 years. You'd think that would be long enough for two people to figure out why they needed each other, but no. No. I spent too many decades fixing whatever the hell this is. You figure it out. He leaves. The two sit in silence for a moment, staring at each other. The male elf, who you now believe to be Tashir, speaks first. He says, you know, maybe it is time for us to stop this. Because I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think that we can reconcile our differences. No. Either you go or I go. Because I am not going to walk down this path of self-destruction with you any longer. You know, for a moment, I thought that maybe, just maybe, you would set aside our differences and start to reflect. But I can see whatever used to be you, that died a long time ago. You become bitter and hateful, insecure, full of rage, and if you get your way, the whole world is gonna burn. You want to keep pursuing strength through fighting over everything else. As she's talking, Tashir draws his sword faster than your eyes can comprehend and strikes her, cracking the armor. Right where you see it crack today. It's shattered. Terror fills her eyes as she stumbles down to the ground. The third elf that had left comes back into the room. What the hell happened? He looks over at Tashir. Says nothing and leaves. The woman stands up. She stares at Tashir. Slips a ring on her finger. Opens a portal. You can't see where it leads. She walks through it, and it closes behind her. And as it does, the vision with it fades. A few moments later, you find yourselves back in the room. The incense, long since extinguished.
As we're coming back, can I shapeshift myself into Remarden?
Sure.
Okay. Because I know what they look like now.
Yes.
Great.
Why do you look so pleased with yourself now? Well, there you go, Olsep. You got all your answers.
Your spell awoke me from my deathly slumber.
What?
I can teach you how to repair that gold for a low subscription.
A subscript. What is that?
You pay me on a monthly basis, and I'll come and visit you and tell you secrets about your order. It's just sorry.
I know.
Oh.
I am really confused why you were doing that.
I was trying to get money out of you.
You are trying to get money out of me. You are the one who has all the money.
Yeah, you have all the money.
That's because you tied it up on a crane,
But I got it back.
and you never want to carry it.
It's heavy.
So
I don't have a magic bag. Wait, I do have a
That
magic
was a
bag.
lot. So
I don't want my magic bag full of money.
There you go.
So we discovered why Ilntaro disappeared. We don't really know why Ilntaro was purged from everything, other than
Well,
he left. We found out that Tashir is in fact a real jerk,
if they both
real
left,
a-hole,
they both left.
and that Remarden was, different and trying to reconcile things and bring people together.
If they both left, that means Tashir took over the School of Three Hands solo.
Yeah, because Ilntaro left, and
So did
Remarden went
Remarden.
through a portal somewhere. So at this point, Olseth is a little less confused than before.
And
Less progress.
Because kept hearing these stories about how Remarden was a traitor and evil and bad and all of that sort of thing, which didn't make any sense given what we learned about the Order of Remarden, or what I had learned about it. But now it sort of makes sense that Remarden is more like what I had learned about Remarden, and that probably Tashir poisoned the well. Metaphorically speaking, or possibly actually. It still doesn't explain why Lanferran gave me what turned out to be the password to open a door that had an entity living in it.
well, there's a few possibilities. One, that was Lanferran's room before, and the entity wasn't about to change that password. Or,
Doors are famously known. One password, that's it.
well, when there's a ghost in your door.
Which I'm very familiar with.
Yeah, there's always a ghost in the door.
So, what if Lon Ferran? There's like, so the Tashiranin are like a semi-secret society.
Yeah.
And
Like the Thieves Guild.
The Order of Ramardan, exactly, is a secret society within that secret society.
You think the Order of Ramardan would have continued to live within the Tashiranu?
Where else would it have?
Well, separate from them,
Why?
because they didn't get along.
But the students who are part of that school were being taught by presumably all three of them.
That's true.
So those students could have carried that through
Oh, there were three.
within in Ilmtaro.
There's the forge, the blade, and the heart.
The blade sounds like Tashir for sure.
And the forge might actually have been Iltaro.
Yeah.
You know, the joining together kind of.
He
Although
talked
that
about
doesn't explain-
he helped them build this. That's saying
Why would the forge hate me if I were like?
and Ilmtaro.
Well, at this point, it's because we blew up his house.
Ilmtaro was training them, right? He said, and that's what the forge does, right? So, Ilmtaro is the first forge, but now we're talking about the Order of Tashir, basically. So this current
which
forge-
might have kept the triumvirate kind of thing.
Yeah. This current forge would hate Ramardan because they're Order Tashiranu. They're not necessarily part of the Order of Ramardan.
Oh, that's right. They're keeping like the
Like-
three separate parts, the original triad,
Triad.
yeah. But within the context of it, just Tashir.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd hate to run into the blade. Perhaps we should try to find the heart.
We also learned from Nines' spell how your armor was broken.
Yeah.
So maybe we need the sword to fix it.
What isn't clear is if Ramardan went through a portal into another place, how did the forge get the armor?
There were multiple thousands of years for that to happen. It could have been long after Ramardan's death.
No doubt. What would be really interesting would be to get hold of the heart, who probably won't try to kill us.
And
Yeah, or get the forge to talk about things.
if your master was the forge, maybe your master had the armor of Ramardan, and then when the current forge took over, found the armor, ousted Lon Ferran, and kept the armor for himself.
So the blade is the one who probably has the sword.
That seems pretty likely.
That doesn't sound very good. It sounds
So,
bad.
but the heart would be the armor would be attached to the heart, right? Because if Ilmtaro was the forge, so if they each have a cool artifact of swords, armor, is the forge's cool artifact the hammer that the forge uses all the time?
Yeah, we should steal that and then fix the armor.
One
The hammer might fix the armor, yeah.
mind.
If it's what built the armor, that would make sense.
So why would the door have a password that meant the great darkness within?
Maybe it means a great secret, and that's where Lon Ferran was keeping his secret Order of Ramardan stuff. I don't know.
I don't know. That's still a mystery. But in order to repair
It
the
could
armor,
be that Lon Ferran was just passing on the password so you could find the armor.
You do say it an awful lot. The odds of you opening the door with it were actually pretty high.
Like at least 80%.
I was trying to find its meaning. I was not talking to
Like,
doors.
I'm honestly surprised you're not the one who said it in that room.
Why would I have said it to a door?
You
You say it all the time. time to everything.
No, I only say it when I'm trying to find out its meaning.
Yeah, and a door might tell you.
A door leads
No.
people to many places.
Yeah, like learning. It leads you to understanding.
You know, I mean, they're not wrong. Actually, doors do a lot of talking in this world. It's kind of weird now that
Yeah.
I'm reflecting on it.
Yeah, do you have a talking door in your house?
No, but our
Inside
neighbors
check.
do.
Okay, so what we've
Our front
learned
door.
is that time travel is real. Maybe Dole knows how to time
Maybe
travel.
Dole knows. What we know is that the Order of Tashira Noon has maintained the triad
Structure,
structure of the original.
if not the intent.
Yes.
And there's most likely a secret order of Ramardin being carried through the original students through the school, which would explain why Lon Firen had the armor and trained you in the fighting style of the Tashira-Nun.
Because Lon Firen was Tashira Noon.
Yes.
Wait, did Harcourt get back to patrolling our perimeter?
You didn't tell him to?
He's
Hey,
just
go
hanging
back
out.
to do that!
Hey, he's
Do the
just
thing!
hanging out with us.
Yeah, but it might be
You
someone
want-
trying to kill us.
You want me to keep patrolling?
Yeah,
Is
do that
is what you-
thing.
yes, you'd like that?
Yes, I would like that.
Well, I don't want to.
Why not?
Why
Why did we give you free will?
I don't know.
This is a terrible decision.
That's a good question.
Hey, free will is
Brian!
very important to me in this moment.
Play. I'll keep watch if you play a song with me later.
That was a terrible Constitution save. Fine.
Yes. And
Get back out there.
Honker goes back to flying around.
Honk.
This person named Willis seems to be very important to Hunkert.
I hope we told him what to look out for.
What?
Hunkert keeps referring to Will.
Free will.
It's-
Like
The
that
ability
movie.
to choose.
oh, we do not have to free somebody named Will.
No.
Oh, good. I thought that was something we needed to do.
Why would you think of that?
Because I have been very confused since I have been mostly dead a couple of times and unconsciously
and burnt.
burned not too terribly long ago, and have just had this amazing vision about the order to which I was introduced and where the armor came from.
Say thank you to Nines.
Yes, where's my thanks?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ah,
Now carry my stuff.
I always carry you stuff. I
This is
carry your
crazy.
stuff.
You don't have free
And
will.
I carry you.
So, are you starting to understand your situation better now?
A little bit, yes. I still do not understand the password for the door and why it's there. We should probably talk to the door at some point when it is safe.
Should we sneak in again tonight?
That's the last place they would expect us.
Yeah. We could go back into that jail cell. They'll never find us there.
That's
For
right.
all we know,
could-
they might still think we're down there, like some of the
Yeah.
guards there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we never left.
Exactly.
That is true. That would be a ruse. If we had never left our cell, we could not be responsible for the heist or the explosion or the fire.
Is that our alibi?
I couldn't blow it up,
And the
officer.
forge-
I was in jail.
The Forge was staring at us as we did all that blowing up.
And so you believe that the
Hey.
blade is the personification now of
Tashir.
Tashir, that the heart is Ramardin,
Probably.
and that the forge is
Ilmtaro.
Ilmtaro.
Because Ilmtaro built the armor. Mm-hmm. We know because of the inscription on the inside.
We all take turns just tapping it.
Tap. Makes a nice ringing noise. Maybe a little like drum solo.
What?
What? So,
I would like to try to find the heart.
you want to track down the heart of the Tashiranin.
Yes.
Okay.
Are we gonna do something about the forge?
Aren't we currently on a mission for the Company of Blades? I
Well,
look
for our
over at
boss, that's right
Solop, sitting on the couch, probably.
Soloth is over there, and
Was Olaf part of the vision?
He was eating tuna and eggs.
what do you mean? Did you say mission or vision?
Vision.
Vision.
I know he's on a mission.
That's up to you.
I don't know how invasive I want it to be.
I mean, that's
just
like that's up to you.
Like there could be a neighbor like in the house, just like, what the hell was that?
Oh my god!
So how are we going to complete the mission while we're wanted by everybody in the city for
Thieves
doing
Guild.
Yeah, is there a note on our front door about the Thieves Guild yet? Go check.
Just a
there's
playing
no
card.
there's no note on the door.
And then I
5
check the
o'clock.
No
mailbox.
invitation.
So
you would
what-
think that if word of the word of the heist had gotten around.
I don't think it got around.
It's been about
4
2 hours.
Does the news travel fast in
I
this
cooked
bit?
a whole tuna fast.
Has it been long enough that I finally got a short rest in after being burned alive?
Sure, yeah, you do
good.
that. It's been about 2 hours since you guys got back, so a matter of about, I don't know, 4 hours since you entered the restricted
So
secret
word moves
Tishiranoon thing.
slowly, and the Thieves Guild hasn't heard about it yet.
Okay.
I don't
sought
want to be
out-
part of this Thieves Guild if they're this bad at their job.
I have a new plan to find the Thieves Guild.
Oh my god.
I know how we find the Thieves Guild.
The Thieves Guild spends all day, every
Looking for
day,
recruits.
just watching every building and every room in the city. They have a vast network of cameras and some like sentient like super wizard watching all things, and there was a theft at 33312 North Central Avenue. A small locket was stolen. It is deemed unworthy of Thieves Guild recruitment.
Thieves Guild
There
have
was a
precogs
theft at
too?
125 North Cartorn Street. It was a small piece of candy worthy of Thieves Guild. like, what do you mean?
The Thieves Guild precog.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Thieves Guild precog. That's what's going on.
No, okay.
You apparently now you want precogs.
We have a good plan I just thought of and haven't said yet.
Oh, how many steps are in it?
1.
Join the
Just
Thieves
one.
Guild.
Okay, so what I want you to do
Roll for Thieves Guild.
is write down your plan,
Okay.
because it's gonna take at least a week for you to describe it to us. Because that's the end of the episode.
There's no
Yeah, I get-
There's no invitation from the three.
There's no
Thieves
knock
Guild.
on the door.
Oh, it doesn't work that way.
There's no
No knock on
precog.
the
Just
door.
walking up is like, you guys did a wicked robbery.
It's not like a fraternity or sorority rush or something like that.
Usually that's done when you're like, oh, hey, welcome to Greek week. Tonight's pledge night. This is when, we've invited you in. Now you have
Oh,
to go
see?
through the trial.
Is
Yeah.
that how the Thieves Guild works here?
Well, you haven't been, if that is, you haven't been invited yet. You haven't even found the Thieves Guild.
No, the Thieves Guild hadn't found us yet. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
What we did was clearly Thieves Guild approved
Right.
level of crime.
I could have explained my plan by now.
Well, too bad.
Anyway.
we have to hear it next week.
Anyway, that's the end of this session, you lunatics.
Well,
You
one way to end it,
absolute
you could just turn it
lunatics.
off just like that.
We have to say goodbye to everyone
Oh,
because we love them.
That's right. So it's the end of this week's episode. But we will see you next week. And in the meantime, stay safe. We love you.